up, y'all? It's Peaches, your favorite motherfucking nail tech, back with another video. So look, I finally got a community tab, and y'all voted on which video you want to see, and you guys chose cuticle application. So this is where we're going to start at. And before we get into cuticle application, because that's what we're focusing on, y'all already know, subscriber shout out goes to Kiki1431, subscribed since January 17th. Y'all already know, turn on the notifications if you're already subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and also turn on the notifications, because how you gonna know when I post? You feel me? So look, we are starting off with not white, not polished milky white for the white, because if it's not polished, it's not what, it's not nothing, and y'all already been knew that, period. So basically this video is going to be in real time. This is a very short video. It's only 10 minutes long. I feel like for people who really want to focus on cuticle application, it got to be in real time. I don't really feel like it's no other way. Like, yeah, you can speed it up, but the people want to see what's going on, okay? So I'm just keeping this little clip in so you guys get the gist of how to do an ombre. I have so many ombre videos on my channel, it's actually sickening. Like, it's really crazy. So boom, now here we go. So I have it zoomed in for you guys so you guys can really see. So first things first, this is a short nail. I like to use a little bit bigger beads in the cuticle area. Honestly, it's really just because it's less work, because this is an ombre. So do you see how I like to tuck it in and look at the texture of the bead? Okay, and the rest I just press it in and I gently bring it down. I know a lot of people, they tend to like to swipe their product. I like to pat and press my product. I feel like it gets a much better and nicer, cleaner result. Okay, so second bead, just to make sure that everything is, number one, opaque, because I am doing an ombre. And I want to make sure that the color payoff is there near the cuticle area, because that's where it's going to be the most, what do you call that? That's where it's going to be the most opaque, because it is an ombre. So we're going to set aside the fact that this is an ombre. And yeah, I am capping the nails slightly as well. So we're going to set aside the fact that this is an ombre, and we're really going to focus on the cuticle area. But I did leave in this clips of me capping the nail, because some people may want to see that as well. Also, I'm in between clients, so I have to pretty much do like the least editing as possible, if you get what I'm saying. Just because I wanted to make sure I have time to go ahead and get this video edited, because I do have intentions on doing a double upload today. Okay, so second finger, we're going to, oh, also this color right here, I want to say this is Peaky Nude by Not Polished. So you can see the types of beads that I'm getting. It's not super small beads, but they're not large. I really just need a bead that's wet enough to move itself. I don't even want to say self-leveling, because that's not what it is, but it needs to be wet enough to get into little tiny crevices and stuff, but also firm enough so that way as you're moving things around, it's gonna stay in place. So you can see, here we go again. I'm pushing it close. I'm tucking it in. Now you can see how it's tucked in the cuticle area, right? But it's not like on the skin. You can see all around this bead. There's nothing that's really running and dripping onto the skin. Now that's good to note, because a lot of people have problems with flooding the cuticle area, or they just don't get close enough. This is how close you should be getting to the cuticle area, okay? Do you see this? This is how close. And I know that another problem that people have is that the shape of the cuticle area does not match the cuticle. Like, you see how this is round, because this is the shape of her cuticle area. You got to go with whatever shape people have, okay? So let's say if her cuticle area was a little bit more squared off, or maybe uneven, because some people do have where the highest, like, it's not like an even U all around. Some people have where it's like a little bit more narrow at the tip top, and you basically are using the acrylic as you build your apex to kind of round it out. So I'll try and do another video on how to kind of like make it look even, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah. So this one, you can see it like I said, it is an ombre, so I don't want to say take this with a grain of salt, but just pay attention to how close I'm getting to the cuticle area and the movements that I'm doing. I'm only using beads this big. I know it's a small nail, but it's because it is an ombre, and when you do bigger beads on a smaller nail for ombre, it just blends. It's just quicker. The process is just hella quick. So you see how I'm cleaning around the cuticle area? I'm sorry, it's not in focus, but you can see what I just cleaned. I was cleaning up, see that little bit of flooding? That was flooding. But you see now that I fixed it, how it looks like it's in the parameters of the nail, like the nail bed, I should say. So you want to get in close every time. Even when you're putting the bead on top of a other bead, you want to get close every time. Because realistically, if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to have like gapping and spacing between the bead that you have put down and a bead that you're trying to put on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Because they have to be even. Unless you're trying to fix a mistake or something, you want everything to be even. You don't want nothing to have any gaps or bumps or anything like that, okay? Ooh. So, ooh. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to turn my stuff back on because the next client is about to come in a couple minutes. So, look. Take your bead. And you need to know, how do you like to work? Now, see this? Look. It's flooding a little bit. You see on that right side how it kind of went out? I got to clean that up. See? Boop. Bring it right back in. Because if I do not clean it, it's going to dry like that. It's going to dry like that, and you're going to have flooding. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm responding to a client. Sorry, y'all. So just watch as I cap this. People ask some interesting questions. Sometimes I'm like, I just want to get it out the way because otherwise, like, girl, I don't want to see this shit later. Like, anyway. So now the next finger is going to be the last. I know this video is very quick, but that's why I have it in real time. So that way you guys can see. So here we go. Oh, damn. Is this out of frame? I hope it's not out of frame. Okay, so we're going to put it down. And now for the thumb, I feel like the thumb's always a little bit easier just because it's a bigger space to go ahead and lay your beads. So don't be scared of the thumb. I know it takes more acrylic, but it gives you more wiggle room, okay? So if nothing else, when you're practicing, like I always say, practice on real people. And every client you take, even if it is just your mama and them, every client you take, do their nails with the intent on, it's like, let's stop focusing for the design. If you're still having trouble with your cuticle beads, that means you need to scale it back and you need to go back to the basics. Because if you're trying to focus on design and doing marbles and capping and this and that, that's a lot of different elements that you're trying to like get right at once. You got to focus on one thing at a time. So I would encourage you to really do your sets with the intent on focusing, really focusing hard. Ask for people to do discounted sets so that way you can practice. If you're a beginner, tell people that you are a beginner so that way they know what they're getting into and that they know that it's practice, because they're not going to get mad if it don't come out right or if any damages happen, you know, those type of things, okay? So I say all of this to say, keep practicing, keep looking closely. I will keep continuing to have these type of videos so that way you guys can see basically how to practice and maybe what are the things that you're doing correctly and maybe what are the things you want to focus on, okay? So hopefully this helped you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications, okay? Turn on your notifications because we here how often? Basically every day. This is what it looked like after application. And then of course the final result. And I got to get with my client. And you know, I'll see you in the next one.